What's up, everyone? It's Hess. Welcome to another adventure out here. Let's go. So, I'm on a walk here with my boy Key Flo. Parked the van over here at Kearny Mesa Park. I was just checking things out here, taking a look. Have my little laptop set up. I'm uploading videos, photos. So here is Kearny Mesa, Mesa College, and that Kearny Mesa Rec Center right there has a dog park next to it down there at the bottom. And so that's where me and Key Flo went on a nice little walk together, and I wanted you guys to come along. So the channel's back, and my plans for this is to approach it by making a bunch of different yet related content having to do with van life and outdoors, the San Diego lifestyle out here. And why it fits me so well is that I really enjoy being outside. And part of that has to do with my hearing. I have a lot of ringing in my ears, especially on my right side. And I wear hearing aids, actually, that will play sound in my ears to try to combat the tinnitus. But hey, what I really like being outside is just there's a lot more ambient sound, and I really enjoy, hearing these natural sounds like outside or at the beach. I love the waves, that's partly why I've always loved the beach. But I've always grown up somewhat near the beach, and so that is my thing. And how I discovered van life, actually, before I even moved out to San Diego in 2020, was my dad. He bought an RV, and him and my mom would use it to boondock or dry camp places so that they could, have their own adventures out there. And so I guess you could say it's in my blood to be out here doing van life and exploring, the possibilities of van life out here in San Diego and beyond. But that being said, I am not actually a van lifer full time right now. I rent and have some roommates, and we make it work out here in San Diego. But I know, that is not for everybody. And what I mean by that is that some people would like to have less expenses in their life and minimize, what they have to earn, so that they can focus more on using what they do earn to travel and enjoy their life as if they were like more well off, you would say. I think that, your money will go further if you combine your vehicle expense and your housing expense into one expense. And if it's the cheaper of the two, then it's much cheaper to live, and it's easier to, manage. And it's minimalist, having all that time and energy put into your domicile. It's a lot of, takes up a lot of your life and a lot of your time. And the philosophy that I always follow is what you gain is more trouble than what you lose. As in, having less is less trouble. And what you're gaining by having a lot of material things, they're more trouble than you have to deal with. More money, more problems. as Biggie would say. So my goal for this channel is to bring a funny approach to the van life, being out here, this lifestyle. Life is short, and it's way too short to be so serious all the time, and I don't want to take that direction. I find it pretty hilarious that people are out here living their best van lives and not really caring what people think or do out here against it. And there's always going to be efforts to try to keep it down. And I understand why why that happens, but I also understand that people have to do this just to enjoy life better, and some people have to do this as a necessity. But I guess the focus I'm on is that it's a choice by so many people, and that calculation works for them. I agree that calculation would work for me too. I just have the good fortune right now to be in a place, and but I did buy a 1989 Vanagon for a reason, and it was to fix her up and build her out and have a working mini RV. And I'll go more in depth into my thoughts on doing van life correctly, in my opinion. I do have expertise in parking, I would say. After being a night dispatcher in San Diego for a combined couple years, I left that job to do a couple of other jobs, but came back to that job because that's ultimately what I enjoyed doing out here in San Diego the most, was being part of that industry where you find out a lot about people's vehicles and where they're parking and just parking rules in general. And you just see a bunch of people's different setups, I would say. So I definitely noticed that there were many van lifers at the start of 2020 during the pandemic. People were buying vans or asking if we had vans for sale. They were building out ambulances and school buses. We would get calls about RVs and buses and vans and all kinds of different vehicles. And, one thing that I ask if someone's telling me that there is a van that they want removed off some property, I'll say, have you knocked on it yet? And they would say, why? I'm like, because there's someone in there usually. And so they'll go and knock, and then, yep, there'll be somebody rising up like the Undertaker, like out of their sleep. And there is a bunch of van life going on out here in SoCal. A lot of stationary van lifers staying in one place, or traveling, where they're just here for a bit, enjoying San Diego for all of its awesome stuff. And the reason that I would say I want to be here to support van life, the movement, and lead it, is that the houses and stuff that dot the landscape, buildings, man-made feature and structure, it's not all that's cracked up to be, or what I really enjoy seeing myself. The reason that I love the beach, and I love San Diego, is that it's natural beauty of the beaches, the cliffs, the rocks, the sand, different surfs, the bays, just all these more natural features. And I could really take it or leave it, the man-made structures and all that. Like, I do enjoy that the roads lead to it, though. So, but yeah, I just, like, if it was all more, less built up, I guess, by the beaches, I wouldn't mind. Like, if there was like a 5 mile stretch or 1 mile stretch where it's like all natural and can't be built on, that would be cool. But, I mean, either way, this is another episode of Hess Ventures. Park at your own risk, everyone, and I will talk to you guys next time.